Hey you guys. So this is Thoughts with Queen T, and my thought or topic for today is essentially on fact checking, finding those reliable sources, and making sure that you have all the information that you need for the topic that you're talking about. Essentially, what made me think of this topic, it's been on my mind for a couple weeks now. Just because, you may have people that maybe talk about something and did they do all the research for it? Did they just maybe read something short? Did they hear somebody in passing talk about it? Did they just hear somebody else's thoughts and like more of an opinion on it? Something like that. And the thing is when you hear, I think somebody, you know, talk about something and given the kind of comments, if maybe they don't know too much on what it is that you're talking about, given then kind of the criticism, the comments that maybe they receive, you know, if you did not, go about finding all the information that you needed, that's more of just a learning thing. I think a lot of that know that, like, to me this sounds like a school assignment. Like, oh, you didn't do the research. Well, sounds like someone didn't do their homework. That's kind of what it sounds like. But it's true. I mean, if you whatever possessed whatever sparked the passion to kind of go down, this topic or want to talk about the topic, you know, that should then kind of, you would want to then, I would think, want to learn more. You should then want to try and read everything that you can, try and understand, oh, this is what this means. Like, try and get every bit of information that you can so then you can accurately talk about said thing. But, again, given the kind of criticism that you receive, to me that's just a learning thing. If you just didn't do the research, kind of get there, well, now next time you kind of just know, hey, I need to kind of expand and grow a little bit, get all my ducks in a row, and then go from there. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I put the articles in my videos. I mean, I do it for multiple reasons. One is it's kind of like citing my sources, you know. Two, it's in case y'all want to read it. I'm not saying you have to, but if you wanted to, you can. And three, I mean, it's kind of like a stepping stone. This is some of the information, it's not everything. At the time when maybe I made the video, or with, whenever the articles were published, whenever the information was out there, this was maybe the best article I found. This is what's maybe the most reliable. And so this was the one that I kind of chose given the information in there, given maybe what was available, given what maybe I was talking about, a lot of different reasons. So, I mean, that's kind of why I put the articles in there. And, I kind of want to give credit where credit's due. Like, I didn't come up with this information, somebody else did. That's why I try to make sure within the videos too. I'm like, oh, given source, you know, from USA Today or whatever it is, I kind of say that and kind of go from there. But I also think too, it's very important when doing that, like I said, you find those reliable sources, you make sure that you get your facts straight, because otherwise you're gonna have, there could be, I would say, conflict. If you find something where maybe you, because some of these articles are gonna be very biased. They're gonna be, again, I think, depending on what it is that you're talking about. I think we all know in what regions a lot of that is. So most of the times it's like in politics, but some of the times it can be in a lot of different areas. But that's where it's really important to try and like decipher, okay, is this the article I want? Is this not the article that I want? You know, what is kind of going on here? So that's where, again, kind of depending on what it is that I want to know or that I want to learn more about, I go straight to history. I go straight to kind of like I wouldn't even say hardcore facts, but again, given like the site, you have to be really careful. You have to make sure you go to, I don't want to say the best site, but the most reliable site that you can, making sure that, oh, this is where I can get all my facts straight and get, what I can. And if you feel like it's not all right, go to a second source. And if that also you're like kind of not too sure, or like maybe given formatting, given whatever, go to a solid third. Go to a solid third. Because again, I think given a lot of different things that, given a lot of things, if you just want to know about something and you want like hardcore facts, that's where, yeah, I just go straight to, I want the history, I want everything down to like the nitty gritty. And even then, if you just want like, not simple, but it does just give you like the solid, like, hey, this is a timeline, and you want to then know more given the different events that are happening, do that. I mean, that's always my recommendation, because I do think at times there are going to be instances where, and that just happens, you're gonna have, oh, I read an article, or I heard from so and so, or, and again, that's fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Sometimes people don't have, that's honestly too the reason too, like some people don't have the time to be doing like all the research. So it's very important to also, like, for you, what do you know? What, given what you read, given what you know, what is it on your side that you can kind of, contribute or, attest to, given the knowledge that you hold. So that's kind of my thoughts on it. I'm always somebody, like, again, nobody is perfect. I definitely do not know everything. So, I always fact check everything, even stuff where I feel like, oh, I think I know it. I double check it because I don't in any way want to sit there and like say something wrong, or somehow, cuz each place, you know, you want to be very considerate too, given maybe given an area in which you're talking about, you want to be very considerate. So that's where too you want to kind of maybe even fact check on that if it's something in regards to, or you're mentioning a different area, because not every country is the same. So that's the other thing. It's always important to fact check. It's always important to, double check things, have all your information straight, when talking about something, and just, making sure that, you know everything before you'd maybe want to talk about it. So that's kind of my thoughts on it. Feel free to leave your thoughts down below, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.